Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/StripperBerry, and welcome back to some more Long Dark. Where last we left off, we had we had summited again, trying to correct the just minor mistake of leaving our knife back up on the summit. There we go. All right. Yeah, don't mind me. Yeah, so we're continuing our boss series, which is a bow-only stalker survival series, where in addition to trying to get good with the bow, we're also trying to sample all the new content, because as we laid out yesterday, I was gone. I was away from streaming when Hinterland very rudely decided to drop a major content update. So we are playing a little bit of a catch-up, but also we're not in that big a rush. Just enjoying everything Hinterland is throwing at us. Hello, Goofy. Yes, good to see you. Your Monday is going well. Are you still having classes, or are you on break now? Can't remember what the See, you've been doing the adulting this week. Oh. This is your last week. Okay, good. There we are. Yeah, I might come back for you. And oh yeah, for those of you who haven't seen, part of the wildlife refreshes, they put wolves on the summit now. Gosh dang it! It's supposed to be one of our happy places. And they got wolves on the summit, man. One of them was actually lurking in the plane when I got here. Like the height of rudeness. You know, booked a. Oh, hang on. I booked you a ticket for the last week in January to go home. Ah, I see. You should have your residency card. You get your appointment for tomorrow. Wow. You're running around trying to get documents. Well, I mean that yeah, tomorrow is pretty darn quick. So yeah, I can understand the a little bit of a hustle on your part. Right now, somewhere in one of these containers is my knife. And probably a whole mess of other stuff too. Are you just coming to pay someone? Is it okay? Coming to just have there's one available for you. Okay, yeah. Well, that's 40 euros. You know what? I will grab those. It's a 40 euros of mental health. You know of 40 euros of de-stressing. So there is that. No, there's a whole all quality tools though. Interesting. Nope, that's empty. Ah, here we go. Here's the culprit. Okay. Oh yeah. Honestly, these are all in pretty decent condition. Okay, take that. Yeah, actually, yeah, tools don't degrade. Actually, I think. I'm pretty sure clothing and food does. I think tools don't degrade if you leave them in a container. I guess we'll find out. Actually, what are you? 87? You know what? We don't need, but I'll bring that down. Most documents you have at home already just have to fill out to pay a tax and get photos. Okay, so nothing truly onerous like doing a fax or anything. Okay, T? You know what, sure. We're going to be even more loaded going down the second time than we were the first. Which is fine. Yeah, these are all kind of garbo. I mean, I guess we could take those and some combis and some snow pants. Some more snow pants.
I barely walk with this much gear.
Although you have to declare your marriage status and put your phone number wrong, so you have to fix it. Okay. Well, I mean, you did just confuse us with about your marriage status yesterday, so yeah, I can understand. The Spanish state would want to hear about your marriage. Was it Jeffrey or whatever that you're moving to London for? There we go. That'll help. Also get us. Well, oh, right. And say, oh no, I'm out of water. But yeah, this is bad. Yeah, it's bad. 21%. Okay. Um. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. Ah, yes, Peter. My apologies to your future hubby. Right. Oh yeah, how many? Yeah, let me make sure those are on the radial. If we're going to be goading 11 kilos over, we're probably going to need those bandages. Now, my memory is that there's a way to like go directly down to the river that feeds down into Crystal Lake. I think you would need to go down that direction as opposed to the way we have been, which is off that way. Oh yeah, and then do we? No, don't worry about the wolves. God knows it's Stalker. We're gonna be lousy with wolves. That's the advanced guns, which we're not using, so it doesn't matter. You don't want to go to class? Well, now right, it's the same. I assume like the setup is the same it was last time, where the actual end of the semester isn't until January. Is that right? So that probably means there will be important things discussed. And if that's the case, yeah, you might need to be there. Makes no sense. Well, yeah, but this is this is what you signed up for. you don't know you're on the risk of them yelling at me. Well, there you go. Hey, Rise! Hisashiburi, good to see you. How you been? I am definitely not tired. Definitely not rusty after having been away for a couple weeks. No, I'm great. I'm fantastic. No, I'm okay. It's been a couple weeks uh, where things have been strange. Some There we go. But no, all told, not too bad. Your security's going to yell at you because you did poorly on the last project. Still bad. Well, that's not that is something that is not in your control though. So I mean, I don't want to tell you not to worry about it, but I mean, it's like, what can you really do about that? Except, one, go to class, which you're supposed to do anyway, and then just do 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 better on the next project. Okay, where am I going here? Besides down, obviously. Okay, I seem to be going horizontally more than vertically. Okay, there's Echo Ravine. I think weren't we kind of working our way there anyway? Cause of course you did bad and you scared it's going to happen to you. You didn't know what else to do with this project, so you have to talk with him. Well, yeah, just and then talk with him, and it did make that clear. I mean, if you get snippy, you just make clear that you were working with the best information you had. Okay, who's this? Okay, I think this. All right, this looks navigable. Don't do what Dunn did. What did Dunn do last night? Was he was he a little too emphatic with his goading? If he gets snippy, you cry. Well, again, I'm not going to tell you not to. It's your feelings, and you can feel your feelings, but not sure. Ooh, okay. Are we going to be able to do this? Well, I guess we're going to find out. He tried a crazy goat and died. I see. Well, we might have goaded ourselves into a corner here, so. Twice even, wow. There we go. Okay, now we look around, we check for options. We love options. We like having options. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I was gonna say I don't like that, but I think we're well, we're committed now. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Am I early? Actually, Goofy, I'm about 15 minutes late. I usually start right at the top of the hour, but I was, well, I may or may not have been in a, enjoying the warmth of my bed. Hey, sir. Welcome in. Good to see you. Well, excuse me, everyone's Monday is going well. Holy crap. We actually goaded down probably a more difficult section, and we did it all, and we only got one sprain. How about that? Also, where's my bow? Oh, wait. There we go. That is sort by condition. There we are. Ha ha! All right. Oh, hey. Long as we're here, we did bring a hacksaw with us, so we can check and see what's in here. First things first, though. There we go. How goes the run? Well, we're kind of finding our way here. Because this run started before the new stuff dropped, so yesterday was the first time I actually got to sample the new content. Ooh, excuse me. Wow, these are all terrible. But yeah, so this is the first time I got to see the new stuff, in person, as opposed to watching someone else do it. So,
This will come in handy.
oh, more tea and coffee, awesome. Yeah, so in addition to, uh, still trying to get good with the bow, which was with the main thrust of this thing, I'm also excuse me. Yeah, we're also trying to, I think first off, we we've already experienced the wildlife refresh in that we encountered wolves to summit, which is not the not the summit bear that I jokingly suggested, but it was pretty rude, not gonna lie. You like the gloves that I'm wearing? Oh yeah, the gauntlets. We found two. I think we got one earlier, and then we found another pair in the Timberwolf Mountain cache. The prepper cache ended up being the hunter cache, which that's the one that has the workbench and a bunch of hides and guts and a lot of good stuff. You heard a rumor about the film or about the Summit Wolves? Yeah, do tell, Zert. But yeah, so and I was going back through the earlier episodes in this series, and I was reminded that we did one shot a moose in Coastal Highway earlier, and by now, I hope the by now that should be cured. So what we could do is run back to Coastal, make ourselves a moose hide satchel so we have maximum carrying capacity, and we might just lean straight into maybe doing some trades, because we have not had a chance to sample that yet. Oh, hang on. Is that? Oh, I must have gone right past the shade, or right past the turn. We don't want to go to Ash Canyon. I mean, okay. Um, there is something in Ash Canyon I do want to get. We've already been to the gold mine. We got the Krampus. We got the backpack. But there's one other thing. But it's a question of whether it's like worth the trip. They said that they change every couple days, so it could be. Oh, if someone returns to Timmy's. Well, I think I'm going to say that's probably not going to be the case, Zert, because if I remember the explanation, the like the way it works now is that there there's a prescribed part of each zone where like if Timby spawn, there's a certain spot, and I know where that spot is because I have seen them spawn for other people, like for Sweet in particular. I believe, excuse me, that what we're looking for is the if the Timbys do spawn, they will spawn in they'll spawn in front of Mountaineers. I think Sweet had them do that to her. Okay. Yeah, crates there. We came down there. Okay, the rope climb is there. Yeah, this is where we want to go. Yeah, Timmy's in coastal. Ooh. Yeah, that's rude. I think he said that. Well, okay, he's not saying like leave the. Okay, I am assuming the message was not if you don't like it, go play it in the game. It's like if you don't like it, just leave the zone for a little while. Let the wildlife refresh. I mean, we want to give Raph the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, at least a little bit. We don't want to be like we don't want to be that mean. You think he's taking shots at us? I mean, in his own way, yes. But I think I mean, if he was really trying to be mean, he would have just just put a Timby spot in every zone, including the ravine. But he did not. He didn't leave room for silliness. Well, he might not have left room for silliness, but so we made room. Like if people go on Bash Robe stream, you'll see he Bash went to the bingo hall and he made a ramp up to the top level. Like he put like tables and rugs and stacked them so you can actually climb off of them and then climb up to the roof of the bingo hall. And if that's not silliness, I don't know what is. Oh, Black Ross comes out and do yeah, people are delighted. And I don't know that this is necessarily like a one for one thing, but I do have to wonder if they didn't put multiplayer in. Well, okay, Hinterland has been adamant that this game, like the TLD 1, which we'll call it now, was never going to have multiplayer. Now, was that like an architecture thing, or were they thinking we'll do it next time, or were they thinking we won't do it next time, and because of the emphatic response or the emphatic expressions of desire from the player base for multiplayer that they say, okay, maybe we'll do it in part 2. Although just speaking for me, not looking about and casting at anyone else, but just speaking for me, I am glad that they preserved the option to still play solo in TLD2. Because again, that does also like bring into question like the the usual concerns with multiplayer games, like how does it work when like one person is one player sleeping, can another player be up and doing stuff, or like is it like Stardew where you have one person host? Great Bear's remote island, which already had a major population. Well, yeah, and we we heard about the stories on the mainland, so I am curious. I think as I've said earlier, there's lots of stories to be told in this world. Some people be nuts. Yeah, can you hunt other people? I mean, I guess if you see, I don't know. See, if it has PvP, one, I'd be surprised because that is like a real departure from what Hinterland normally does. And two, I'm not going anywhere near that. But if you say you want to play like an aggressive misanthrope, where you harass and hunt NPCs, while that would not be my cup of tea, I guess that option would be open to you. Probably like Minecraft, where everyone has to sleep. Yeah, that would be the simplest. But yeah, I would be surprised if they turn their quiet apocalypse into a battle royale. That would be that would be like the kind of change that you normally only see happen if, say, Hinterland got bought out by a major studio or publisher, and then they have to make mass market games, which is something that quite obviously Hinterland and RAF are not interested in. So I'm proceeding under the assumption it'll be solo or PVE. Nothing nothing where it turns into a shooty bang bang game. A max of like 4 people. Yeah. Actually, I think they think okay, and I'm starting to have games bleed over. My I thought they mentioned on the Steam page it would be up to 4 people, but again, I might be hallucinating that. You don't want PvP? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me neither. It's just there's plenty of games like that, and even in an urban setting or a more urban setting, I guess a setting that's urban enough to have a nuclear power plant. See, probably got to be pretty urban. But even in a more built up kind of area, you don't necessarily need to have that many people. So it's again, it is like a year after a year after the apocalypse. Lots of people probably didn't make it. Did I? Okay, yeah, I did harvest these. What I harvest most of them. I think I left the meat because we're not at cooking 5 yet, so we cannot eat wolf meat just yet. Although we do have a ton of bear meat up there at the cottage. You are yeah. Oh, I'm definitely enthusiastic, and I do because I want to see what kind of stories they can tell. Like what I can't I okay. So I'm trying to think of the timeline. So if what Will and Astrid experienced starting in episode 1 is like day 1 of like the post like the quiet apocalypse. And so whatever happens in TLD2 will be 365 like a year after that. So there's a fresh wolf out there, by God. Gotta do something about that. But yes, how did people react when who started looting and then who built community, who was looking out and helping other people? I'm curious. I would like to know. I'd like to luxuriate in that one. You finish the first one. Are you doing the second? Well, okay. I let's see. Goofy people online. You know those online people. There are people talking that kind of nonsense, and I don't support it. They did. Well, first off, TLD2 isn't going to be in early access until 2026 and probably December 2026. So there's plenty of time for them to finish TLD1. So no, I am not concerned that they're somehow going to abandon this game. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to stash these out. Well, one, because we're kind of learning out of space here. I'm actually going to stash these outdoors. There we go. Yeah. Oh, geez. All right. Well, yeah. Yes, yeah. We did take all the matches and all the accelerant. There we go. Now we're a little bit more mobile. Oh, hang on. I got caught up with my inventory management. God dang it. People are mad because they've been waiting on Winter Mute. Well, and people also have to recognize that story mode has been deprioritized because more people play survival. You think we're straying away from? Nah. Again, it if you I know there are people out there who consider story mode to be the game. Those people are wrong. That's just simply all there is to it. The game is a whole thing. It is not. It's more than just story mode. Now I know that was the case back in El Dia, but again, that was 2014 when the game came out. When they first started in 2014, yeah, sandbox mode was there to test for things for story mode. But that's a long time ago. That's a whole shitload of updates ago. You know, if people were that have that much of a hot nut for story mode, they either moved on or they did like I did. They initially came for story mode. They experienced what was there, and then they sampled survival mode, and then they stuck around. Okay, why are you two wandering this way? I'm not stinky. We have not seen the trader yet, Zert. We are working on that. But we were in Timberwolf Mountain when everything dropped, so I'm finishing up business here. Aww, side by side, in life and in death. How sweet. Over 5 million copies of TLs. Yeah, and for a studio's first game, in indie studio's first game at that, that is fantastic. Right. And now I actually have my knife, so we can do this without having to burn through my hatchet and be all slow about it. And I think people have to remember, again, that is, but the TLD1 is still on like an architecture that's a decade old. So, they're going to be, there's only so much they can do with the game as it is right now. Because it's pretty deep. Goofy. You have open eyes in your bag. You know what to do. Okay, Goofy. Put some pressure on it. Get a bandage on it. If you don't have a bandage, like a clean dish towel or something, put pressure on it and stop the bleeding. It's small. You're Goofy. You're bleeding. Stop the bleeding. Everything else is secondary to that. You're in class. Well, then tell your professor you're bleeding. If they're any kind of human being, they'll say, yes, please go fix that and don't bleed all over my classroom. Good grief.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy.
Shut up, Astrid. My God. Every time with the pee drinking. Okay, 4 more guts and 2 more wolf hides. Add that to the journal. Seriously, Goofy, though. If you can't get out of class, at least take a handful of tissues or something, put it on the wound, put pressure on it. If you know what's going to get you yelled at by your professor? If you pass out in the middle of class due to blood loss. Professors don't like it when you do that. Okay, those are fine. I'm just going to drop... Yeah, we'll drop that. Drop those. There. You are in El Baño. Okay. Well, yeah, wash it off. Clean it if you can. And I don't know if there's like a med kit or like an aid station somewhere nearby, maybe avail yourself of that. Am I talking from experience? Well, yes, but also it's just common sense, Goofy. But also, for some of the training I got as a YWCA certified babysitter, dealing with just like little cuts and scrapes and first aid and stuff like that.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh yeah, animal fat, I forgot. You don't have to go to Henry. You don't want. Okay, what would you rather do? Would you rather deal with Henry or would you rather keep bleeding? Choices, choices. In answer to your question, sir, no, I have not seen I have not seen a trader radio here in Timberwolf Mountain. Um, I did not, I did not check. Was it? I did not check Wi-Fi Willie's place, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have one there anyway. Henry can't stop the bleeding. All he'll do is give me a band. Well, you know what? A band-aid will be a pretty good step up from the nothing you have now. Okay. But yeah, so I think we've done all we need to do here in Timberwolf Mountain. I got my knife back. We did load up on coffee and tea and crackers, which is good because we have some light walking around food. I think what we might do. Let's see, what do I have? I have 13 arrowheads. 13 would be 3, 6, 9. That'd be 4. Yeah, that'd be at least 4 birch saplings. Well, it just so happens I have 5. Yeah, so let's. I think we might stay here just a little while to craft up some fresh arrows, and we can keep those with us as we go. Yeah. No, we're not going to break that down. We'll go ahead and. Yeah, hello? There we go. It's weird that when I'm pulling up these menus for the first time, they're not giving me the option to select a tool with which to do the crafting. It makes me worry that I'm missing something important. So we'll just craft until we can't. Okay, yeah, kind of figured. But we did get 9 of those. So yeah, we'll shave off 2 more, and then let's see, it's 3. We got 13. 13 times 3. That's 39. Okay, we have all the feathers we need and then some. And we did last time also craft up some fire hardened arrows, so we're good there. So too dark to craft. Oh yeah, let me check real quick. Moose. Okay, moose cured day 27. It's currently day 36. So yeah, our moose should be cured at the Quonset by the time we get back there. Is there anything else we can do? We can. And we can do some sharpening here real quick. Yeah, so I think once we get our arrows crafted, and that might be, yeah, 13 arrows might take the best part of a day. But once we're done with that, then we're on the road again. Because I am very curious to see, what this trader, this Sutherland guy has to offer. Because I haven't seen everything, but from the bits I have seen, some of it looks pretty interesting. I think, what was the last thing I saw? Like, he was offering caffeine pills, which is wild. Okay, there we go. I mean, am I going to keep all that coffee on me? Honestly, maybe. We don't need all... Oh, geez, I forgot we put more in here. Good grief. Okay. Yeah, your current return was very shy. It took until day 37 to talk to you. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Ooh, okay, yeah, we're gonna need to make some water while we're here. There we go. Going to Mountain Town on a battery hunt. Ooh, they got a battery hungry request from him. Because it does sound like that is something he asks for a lot, or maybe just for for the good stuff. There we go. Yeah, and another reason I wanted to use this file to sample that on the achievement Astrid file, I think there's a good chance I have taken a good number of batteries and then turned them into lead for bullets. But on this file, obviously we have not because we have no need of bullets. So my hope is that we can get there. Excuse me. So we'll get to coastal. We'll have lots of batteries to choose from, and if for whatever reason we don't have enough, somehow, we can go to, I guess, to Desolation Point, and maybe Crumbling Highway, and grab some there. How do you know if I need stitches? Goofy, I am not a medical professional. I don't. If you think you need stitches, you think it's not long enough to need stitches, but it's pretty deep. Goofy, medical professional. I am not one. Please go see one. Oh, hang on. No, we need the tools. There we go. You just said, Goofy, I had babysitter certification. I am not a doctor. They need to talk. Then, Goofy, go talk to the guy. just raise your bleeding hand and say, por favor, professore. I am currently bleeding. I wish to go address this. He already asked you if you're okay, and you said yes. Goofy, why did you say yes? You're not okay. You're bleeding. You stop the bleeding for now, but just go. Okay, if you've stopped the bleeding, when class is over, or if you get a break, like a mid-class break or whatever, use that opportunity. Go see someone who can tell you whether you actually need stitches or not. I am not that someone. What do I have? 11 more? No, we got 9. We got 9 more arrowheads. We'll do another 3 hours. Hospital 5 minutes would probably take a few hours. Well, how interested are you in not bleeding? Or because I will say, the longer you leave that undressed, like that's more chances for it to get infected, for things to climb into that wound. I'm just saying. You can ask your professor, what you talked about in class after the fact. But your health matters more than any lecture. Okay, there we go. As I say, the crafting took a better part of the day. Matter of fact, it took the entire day. Excuse me. Okay, but yeah, now we definitely need water. Because I have drank down all my tiny teas. Go ahead and take care of that. How are we for firewood? 26. That's not bad. There we go. Okay, Goofy, how far into class are you? Like, now, let rephrase. How much of class do you have left?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Is it a lot? A couple hours? Here, you go big, and then you do as much as you can. 12 minutes? Okay. When class, if you don't have plans on the other side of class, when this is done, go to that hospital and then just ask, will this need stitches? And if so, get them. And if not, then just ask them how to treat it, what do I need to do? Need to disinfect it? put a couple bandages over it. But don't just don't be American and assume the problem will take care of itself, because it won't. You know how long it'll take to get me? Then just however long that does take. Whenever he is done with you, that's your cue to go to that hospital. Okay, hour, probably about an hour. I'm gonna see if I can sneak in an hour of archery. I really would like to get archery 5. Your phone's gonna die. You didn't bring a charger, but okay, Goofy. Good luck. Please take care of yourself. Wow, another blizzard.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There, you dropped it right in the fire. Good job. Okay, we'll do that again. So we can get in another hour. Okay, one more. Hey, do we have the fire time? We do, barely. There. I know, my dear, I know. I'm working you so hard. There we go. Got some extras. Okay, so we made our arrows. We've restocked on water.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So yeah, I think we're, as far as things to do in Timberwolf Mountain, we're good. Yeah, okay. We got 2 hours left of that book. Is that going to get us the rest of the way? Probably not. But with the amount we're shooting, honestly, we could be at Archery 5 before the end of this stream. And wouldn't that be something? Okay, there we go. Oh, stop. Okay. So is there anything else? Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and polish that off. Yep, and we are clearly not at Archery 5. Ah! Ah! So close, though. So close! Okay, let's do a quick inventory check before we set out. We got some cloth, got some leather, we got a bunch of crow feathers. Do we need all those? Probably not. Let me split that stack. So put 15 in there. That's probably fine. Okay. Yeah, we got our bow. We got 2 flasks full of coffee, or mostly full of coffee. We got our tools, all of our tools. Got our arrows. Got some mega torches. Yeah, 28, 29, 30 arrows, not including fire hardened arrows. We got a good amount of walking around food, all light. We These are fine. Yeah, those are fine. Got the basic meds. Got some tiny teas we could drop off. Why not go ahead and do that? Take one of those. Take one of those. I'll go ahead and take that too. Oh, stop. I see fire starting books. Wilderness kitchen? I mean, getting cooking 5 wouldn't be bad. Or have we, or have I read that? Okay, we have not read that. Good, good. Okay, I'll take that with. Again, we're already a kilogram over, and that's with only 8 sticks. Well, heck. You know what? It's fine. Although I will. No, we'll go ahead. We'll leave the blue flare, just to on the off chance we end up with Timbies right here, and there's a non-zero chance of that happening. Okay, our bow's at 19%, but we have a backup. Okay, let's go. So where are we at? Well, we're gonna beat feet back to PV. Yeah, it'll be our first time in PV since the update. Is there anything we want to do there, or do we just want to make for the? Honestly, I just want to make for the coal mine. The goal is to get to coastal, and then we'll start, sampling the wonders of the trader. Oh yeah, and there's also a moose. Well, should be a cured moose hide waiting for us at the Quonset, the newly neonified Quonset. And then we can get the rest of our carrying capacity up there. Then, yeah, more saplings. Yeah, I have left several saplings uncut. I think I'm okay with doing that, at least for now, because we will be back here. This is Mountaineers is going to be a pretty good base of operations for us, I believe. Now, like I say, we'll get to coastal. Yeah, so yeah, I believe, yeah, we have to wait for an aurora to roll through, so the radios will start working. But we have our crafting projects to keep us busy until then. Are you? Okay, you're a propto. You are, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I don't. Well, we'll find out what's what there. I guess if you want to be proactive, because as Zert mentioned, we do know Sutherland is hungry for batteries. Not sure what he does with those on a boat. Although maybe the boat requires batteries for electrical type things. But then how does this boat continue to function in the auroras? Hmm. Anyway, we could be proactive and collect some batteries if we have a long wait before an aurora in coastal. But on the other hand, the finishing the satchel again gives us more carrying capacity, which in turn will make lugging the what is it, 10 kilograms, 15 kilograms of battery that much easier. So maybe we prioritize that, and then whatever cabin fever risk we generate making the satchel, we burn off by going battery hunting.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There we go. Yeah, that transition took a little took a little longer than I comfortable with. Okay. Ooh, yeah. So to goat or not to goat? How we're about a kilogram and a quarter over. If I ditch the sticks, well, okay, yeah, we'll just about be there. And I don't know, have a granola bar or a chalky bar. There we go. Normally I would, take that goat down the side, but you know what? After I know it feels weird to say, oh, I don't know, that feels like a risky goat after the way we came down from Timberwolf Mountain. We got all right, revolver. Yeah, do not need. Thank you. Right, we do. Having done that little trick, now we do need more steaks. Keep an eye out for those. Are we gonna? Yeah. Well, no, we're not. We're not necessarily gonna stick to the road. We are gonna go that way. All right, there we go. See, there's sapling out there. Yeah, no, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Excuse me, we'll leave it. There we go. One stick and we're overweight again. Now, okay, where is it? All right, right, there's that. Yeah, the hunter blind is off that way toward the wolf. As his point of disagreement. Where's the... Oh, right, there is a bear cave that way. Um, which way does that bear? Yeah, I think the bear. Yeah, the bear does wander. Wait, why is there crow feathers right here? Oh, I must have shot something on the way in. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I think the bear. The bear cave is all the way down that way, but there's also the bear cave over here, like at the bend in the road. I'm trying to remember which was the one that wanders up by Point of Disagreement. I think it's the one by the bend in the road. I think. Yes. Hello, Bokbox. We have Bokbox on our to-do list, but we just got places to be right now. I don't know. Oh, there. Okay, there's. Speaking of bears, we can stick around to find out which way it wanders, but I really don't want to do that. I would like to get away from it because we do not have. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Um, yeah, momentarily I forgot the kind of run we're doing. Bow only. Bow only also means no flare gun. So I picked up those 3 flare shells for nothing. Oops. That a fact. There you go. Hey! Oh, wow, we were closer than I thought. And there's Archery 5. Also, why? Again, rogue feathers. I mean, I'm going to take them, but... Anyway, nice. So now we can crouch while shooting.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Not Yeah, bears... I mean, if we're shooting from afar, it'll help with bears. It'll mostly help with deer and ptarmigans and rabbits. And I guess... Well, the reason I'm lapsing into this is like I'm thinking, so will that help with the cougar? Obviously, the other bits, like the more damage, the better crit rate, whatever, sure. Is the crouching gonna help? And I guess it depends on whether or not we're spotted. Now, I think if we're going by the demonstrations we've seen, we can break line of sight and it should lose interest. From there, we can stay crouched and then kind of, I don't know, counter stalk it. And if we can get up to a high location where we don't get charged, maybe we can try to snipe it from afar. But as we've seen, my accuracy from afar is, well, it's the reason we're doing this run. Okay, there's the birch forest. We don't want to go that way. We want to go this way, back toward the road. But that also makes me wonder. So in the cougar encounters I've seen, it takes, I think, at least like a minimum of 4 arrow hits to bring it down. Like when they do the thing where, it charges, you land a hit, it does a glancing blow, and then takes like a certain chunk of your health instead of doing like the full mauling animation. But I have heard that it is at least possible in the current build of the game to land a crit and one-shot a cougar. Now, that might be a bug, that might not be intended, but that is at least where things stand currently. You heard the same things, or yeah, and I'm at least somewhat sure it was probably Bash who did it. But again, I think that would, one, it would require landing a shot from distance, and two, that shot then being a crit. Landing in like the head, on the head or on the neck, to have the best chance of doing that. And well, if we were taking those kind of shots, those would be as much in hope as expectation. Yes, hello, dear. But I guess first things first, we had I'm not sure how like the cougar timer works, because this run, it has been going for 30 odd days, more than that, close to 40. But we have not seen the cougar animation. So I'm not sure if the clock starts like from like when the first day from like when you open the save post cougar update, or if that's tied to the actual in-game timer. Not sure. We'll see. I mean, well, our paths will cross eventually, I am sure. Because then the question becomes, do we engage? Because I think because initially I think there was that post on the Steam discussion pages, on the Long Dark. It was some account apparently from Hinterland. I think. I don't know if that was confirmed, but there was that account that posted saying, the cougar is not meant to be hunted, and this is it's working the way it's supposed to. So there is a pretty decent argument for just not engaging, just walking away. But at the same time, that head wrap though, and the chance to get a cougar knife, and that cougar knife is ridiculously good. I don't know. I don't know. It would partly depend, like, do we have better things to do, or like, will our travels take us through an area where we would have to encounter a cougar, or like, because we've seen one of the cougar spawn points is like right up near where you leave coastal and you go into the ravine. Like, there's no alternate way past that. If you don't go that way and you want to get to the ravine, you got to go like into PV, through Winding River, up into Mystery Lake, and then across the other way into the ravine. I mean, do you want to do that, or do you want to just try to sashay past the cougar? Because if the information coming out of Hinterland is to be believed, we're looking like when you leave the zone, the cougar is supposed to lose interest. Like I said, you leave what for 3-4 days. The wildlife turnover, and it's supposed to move on, or so we're told. That's when you have 2 Zert. Let me see. You did run by his territory
Not
in a
sure I can carry
blizzard.
much more.
Okay, so when you went by in that blizzard, did you get any of the scary noises, or was it just going about in a blizzard noises? Okay, we'll leave the coal alone here. Well, okay, we'll no, I'm not going to move every piece. That would take way too long. But if there's coal on our path, we'll just move it to restart the spawn timer. No sign at all. Okay, well, good. So we know it at least observes rules that way. No, no can, thank you. Oh, hey, you can just easily go down here. I'm not sure I've ever. I don't know if I've ever actually looked off the left side. That's even easier than trying to goat down the planks there. Oh no, that's a rifle round. Don't need that. Scrap metal. More knives, of course. Why not? Revolver cartridge. No, thank you. Yeah. Well, okay. If we're okay, so the primary goal, excuse me, the goals I'm thinking of here. We want to interact with the trader. There are also some achievements that some of the new achievements. Oh, I used to have 100% it on Steam this game, but now I think I'm down to like 75%. And of course, one of those new achievements is you survive for 1,000 days without cheating death. So we will be dusting off Achievement Astrid here at some point. But before we do, I would like to get some of the achievements on this run. And I think, like, what do we got? Well, I know we've done we found all the mementos on Achievement Astrid, so that one's done. And then all 9 bunkers, we've done that. We found and made all the unique recipes, unless they're counting the new ones. See, I think when we do load that up, we should, I say should, have a bunch of achievements hit us at once if they are retroactive, as I believe them to be. Hey, there's that stim. Oh, we got here maple sapling, maple sapling. What do you got? Oh wow. Okay. Sure.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Well, you won't be carrying it at all. We're just gonna take. Definitely don't need that. And that's a silly amount of lamp oil. Oh yeah, an extra bedroll. No. What was there? Flashlight bedroll. 2 jerry cans. What else? Oh, there was the cedar firewood. Yeah, how do we just get 5 kilograms over? Or was that just from the sticks I picked up? It might have just been from the sticks we picked up. Oh, there was another lantern. That's it. Definitely don't need that. We got the fancy Spelunker's lantern now. Well, nice and efficient like. Oh, we did pick up a couple maple saplings too. Cured maple saplings. Was that in our journal? It was. Okay. Go ahead, update that. Go. Oh, yo, Coastal Houseboat Village. Another bear hide there. Quonset. Yeah, the moose should be there. A whole mess of stuff. Okay.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Well, no, but tell you what I will do, Astrid. Because I take such good care of you, I will give you a little hint of coffee. As a treat. Sun is getting a little low, but if we can, I would like to see if we can get to Quonset. Careful. Careful, Astrid. We're not going to turn you into air greenwood if we can help it. There we go. Okay. Got to remember, bears are about, and we have prohibited ourselves from having a flare gun this run. So, as we learned to our detriment in Timberwolf Mountain, our usual method of hunting bears is not going to work. We're going to have to snipe from afar. Or make a campfire and panic and snipe from up close, which doesn't... I don't know that I like that strategy. Okay. Oh yes, that we were. What was it? Well, no. Let's say the moose hide would have cured by day 27. So wind that back. What 12? No, 10 days. Yeah, moose take 10, bear take 12. So yeah, we've probably been gone long enough for the moose to respawn. Oh, and the bear too. Okay, no, that's a wolf right up there. Right up there over that ridge, saw a little black figure wandered about. So we're gonna be a good, attentive TLD player. We're not gonna go charging over blind hills. God dang it, where are you? There you are. What? What? Excuse you? Weird. Yeah, not the first time we've had that, where we land a killing blow, but it somehow still, I don't know, knocks us down? I mean, there was no struggle no struggle meter, no menu. It just, I guess our shot landing was just delayed enough to where it got its nose in our face. Weird, but again, what are you gonna do? There. That's how it's supposed to go. Okay. Yeah, it is getting a little dark. Um, okay, there's the trailer. So yeah, the turn to go down to the Quonset, it'll be should be not too far off. Seen more wolves since the update? Could be. I mean, I'd have to take your word for it there, because this is, like, as I said, my first time dipping into the game. Ooh, okay. Those are fresh bear tracks going into town. Good thing we noticed. But yeah, I mean, I can believe that. And granted, this is Stalker, so there would be a silly amount of wolves regardless, but given from what I've seen on other people's streams, I can definitely believe that. Okay. Now, from what I recall, people have been saying the bear still goes through town, but it takes a different path. It actually walks right up to the front door of the Quonset. Tell you what, let's follow these tracks and see what we can see. Nope, that's a pickup truck. Okay, I see one wolf, I see two wolf, and those wolves are not panicking, so... Oh, because there's the bear right there. Well... This seems like a very bad idea, but hey, why are we here if not to test out bad ideas? That was a miss. Or was it? Because we have Archery 5, so we wouldn't get a skill indicator. Nope. That was a clean miss. Yeah, no blood there. Alright, so now it's down on the ice. Looks like it might be coming back into town, so if we're going to go to the Quonset, and we are, we should get moving. And expect resistance, because we know there's two wolves between here and there. Yeah, the idea is to work quickly here. We are in a bit of a timer. There we go. Didn't know if it was going to wriggle through there or not. Oh, two more! Lovely. Not. Also, hey, Brady, good to see you. How you been? Am I gonna deal with this? Yeah, I guess so. Hope you had a good weekend. Darn it. I'm gonna try shooting from distance. Hey! Excuse you. None of this start and stop nonsense. Come on now. Ah, you're done with classes. Okay, nice. Done with classes. Now what are you gonna do with yourself? Okay. Um, we got. Oh, is this? Oh, there we go. Did we not cook the whole moose? We did not, in fact. Okay, 83%. 83%. That's fine. Yeah, we're not at cooking 5 yet, so we can't be too cavalier. You don't know? Okay. Well, no, that's all right. No, good to have you, Brady. Okay. We'll go and snack on. Oh, that's a little bitty piece. All right, that's a medium-sized piece. All right, that's fine. You have to make gifts for your family stuff. Oh, okay. How big of an order are we talking? Do you have a lot of people to make for? Okay, we do have some water here. That's good. These are actually those are in okay condition. Here we go. And yes, the moose hide is cured. Excellent. Now, if I'm right, yeah, here we go. Here's our radio. So, when we get our next aurora, this thing should kick on. I think we have to access it from this side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so when the next aurora comes in, theoretically, we should be able to ring our man Sutherland. A lot of people, big family. Ah, gotcha. Excuse me. Oh, look, there's a free car battery right there. That was definitely spawned in there. Am I, um, honestly, I am still, um, I'm still, kind of getting back on a regular schedule because, the flight back, it wasn't bad per se. It was just like my usual experience of like long haul air travel where it's like 15 hours from San Francisco to Hong Kong and I got exactly zero sleep. And so the last couple days have been a little bit of struggle. Not a lot of a struggle, just a little bit of a struggle. Oh right. We can at the very least go boop and then clear out all the garbage. Let me get back. I left I left Omaha about 7:30 a.m. Friday, and I got to my apartment. What was it? About 8:30, 8:45 Saturday night. So it was a lot. And then and then because my brilliant genius ass decided to not take any time off, I had to work Sunday. So that went well. Now, in my defense, I didn't take time off because we already had 2 people in our section, away on holiday during the, that time when I was, back in Nebraska. So I can take some time off now. Not really. Although, I do, not, well, actually, I'm off tomorrow. So that, tomorrow is my day off in lieu of having Sunday off. So I have a Tuesday to just reset. And then next week, I have, what is it? I have the 24th and the 25th off. Not the 26th, even though it is a holiday here. It is Boxing Day. Thank you for the British holidays. Being a team player, well, yeah, it was also partly because as I said, we only have 7 people in our section, and having 2 people away is basically the maximum we can accommodate without really straining. Okay. See if we can drop some stuff off here. Oh yeah. Don't need those. Can't use those. Leave the pry bar. We can leave. We can leave several of the crackers actually. There we go. That'll lighten us up some. We have no extra clothing on us. That's good. He let you go home after he spoke to me, but he wants to stay a while. He fixed something on your project. That's not great. You're low-key still... Goofy. You said you would stop the bleeding. Are you bearing false witness, young lady? So I did see that. Yeah, so I did see that. Yeah, so yeah, that was a source of flare shells. That is good. For I didn't tell him. Goofy. Now that you have started bleeding, will you tell him? Let me make a note of this before I forget, because I will forget. The jerry cans might come in. They might come in to the trader. He's talking to someone else. Goofy, what did we say about advocating for yourself? You are in need of medical assistance. It's just a little blood. It's your blood. It's your blood that's going to be going everywhere. And your blood is going to be other people's concern if you don't get that taken care of. Good grief. That'll take 10 hours. Okay. Bear my blood. No. Goofy, no. It is not a choice between your blood or someone else's blood. You can choose not to have your blood either. No, Goofy. We want all of your blood in your body. We want everyone else's blood in their body. Blood being not in the body is not required. Please stop behaving as though it is. Get thee to a medical professional. Yes, thank you, Brady. Good grief. Apparently there's some kind of aid station where Goofy is, but she won't go because she doesn't want to inconvenience people. She doesn't want to be a bother with her bleeding and all. Whatever, Goofy, whatever. Aid station, gendarme, Jim Bob, I don't care. Someone who has first aid something to cease with the bleeding. This is not a time to be fussing over semantics. This is a time to be seeking medical attention.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, satchel. Okay, that only takes 2. You're scared you don't die? Goofy, you are not Jesse Ventura. You do, in fact, have time to bleed. Get it fixed. Yes, I know you don't know who that is because you're some young, fresh-faced thing who has no hint of culture. Does it matter? Go stop the bleeding. You think it stopped. Well, remember how it stopped last time? And then it didn't? Goofy, in all seriousness, if you don't get it looked at, it could get infected. It could make you sicker, and you're going to miss even more important stuff. Please, for the benefit of Twitch chat, if nothing else, please just get it looked at by a professional. Okay, I'm going to keep the crampons. We're warm enough. I'm going to pop that on there. And then suddenly, we have a bunch more carrying capacity. It's like, Goofy, do it. Listen to Brady. Yes, it's deep. That's a problem. Please go get it fixed. My Goofy, I know. Goofy, you have been indoctrinated in the ways of American healthcare, and it's not good for you. You do not have a €1,000 ambulance ride waiting for you on the opposite side. Just please. You yourself said there's a hospital 5 minutes away, and even if you got to wait a little bit, you can get confirmation. Ooh, pretty. You can get confirmation that it is not anything that needs stitches. Goofy, you're in Europe. How much could it cost? And even if it does cost, what would and you have to ask your parents for money to help out with the bill. What are they going to complain more about? You getting medical attention that you need, or ignoring a problem because you didn't want to bother anyone and thus making your health even worse? Which do you think will annoy them more? No, Goofy, it's not fine. It is definitionally not fine. The fact that you are bleeding means it is not fine. Fine means not bleeding. Goofy, the bleeding stopped before, and then it started again. You are not Wolverine. You do not have the X gene giving you a rapid healing factor. Please rest assured, Brady and I are not having a go at you for funsies. Listen, please listen to people who have been there and done this. Just if it's deep and you don't know if it needs stitches, ask someone who knows. Super glue, Goofy, super glue is not a medical intervention. Goofy, do I have to call Koru, wake her up, and get her to start carping at you to go seek medical attention? They're doing it. TV is not real life. Koru's asleep until I rouse her from her sleep and tell her how you are acting the fool. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Goofy, I'm going to take this VOD, I'm going to show it to Koru, and she is going to be so mad at you the next time you're on her stream. Do you want Koru mad at you? All right, here we go. Actually, you know what? I just slept. I got to save. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to stop recording here real quick. So, yeah, for those of you on YouTube, we'll see you in the next one. Those of you on Twitch, hang around for just a second. And then we're going to talk to our man Sutherland here. So, we'll be right back. Goofy, go get it fixed.